sometimes we're not interested in exact values, and it's okay to use a calculator to just get an approximate value. So I'll show you how to do that in this video using your graphing calculator. I've gone ahead and entered in a couple of these already, the inverse cosine, the inverse tangent, and you can see that that's where I got my approximate values from. I've just rounded to 2 decimal places. The way to get these in, and I'll show you how to get this one typed in, we'll talk about this one. If I'm trying to do the inverse tangent of 2, well, it's not going to work, but I mean, here's how you would type in any of these inverses. Hit second and then hit your sine, cosine, or tangent buttons to get those inverses. Don't type in a little -1, it's built in. And then type in whatever you're trying to take the inverse sine of. Now this one's not going to work. There's my error message. The reason that this one did not work while those other two did work is that recall that my domain for inverse sine is only numbers between -1 and 1. So 2's not in that domain. There is no answer. We would just say undefined. One other thing too to make sure you check if you're not getting these same values I got, make sure you're in radian mode, so press your mode button, make sure radian is selected. We want to do all these in radian, not degree mode. Alright, so these bottom two, I mean, it's that easy. These bottom two are a little bit slightly more complicated, only because most calculators don't have an inverse secant button or an inverse cotangent button. So what we'll do is just change these to their reciprocals and then type those in. For example, the reciprocal of secant is cosine, so I'm going to change inverse secant to inverse cosine. But remember, since these values represent ratios and we're taking reciprocals, those ratios also need to flip. So -6/5 becomes -5/6, and then the reciprocal of 2 becomes 1/2. So that's how we'll get these say weird ones, these reciprocal ones typed in. So for example, if I just want to check this one, I can't type in inverse cotangent, I don't have that button. But if I press second tangent, I can do the reciprocal, as long as I remember to do the reciprocal of the side ratio as well, so 1/2 or 0.5. And I'll see that that's the angle that would get me a tangent, or a cotangent of this is, of 2, so 0.46 radians is going to be my answer. Notice none of these have pi on them. Pi has already been multiplied into these, that's why, again, they're approximate and not exact values.